Hi, I'm Tracy Diane. The first two videos I did on suicide, um, well, I know suicide is not an easy topic to listen to, and I know it's easy to most people want to ignore any kind of anything about it, but but it's important to learn as much as you can, so you can help another person if that comes down to it. Um, Early intervention is important, and what we want to do is try to prevent it from happening at all. Um, uh, uh, Once a person is in this dark place, it's um, very hard to get them out. And the person who's in that dark place, the only the only thing they feel like is that they're stuck and they can't get out, and the only way to get out is to die. There are some signs, and some signs are more extreme than other. They but they do serve a purpose. Uh, like some signs are like suicide threats. They're making statements like, "I want to kill myself." Uh, when they're at this place, they may not be as serious about killing themselves, but but they can. But don't ignore these signs at all. But like I said, these signs are more than just a sign. They're are more than just red flags, and they're whether they're people who do make these signs or create these signs. Um, they may not be aware of what they're doing when they use them. Um, uh, these are tests. They are testing you to see if you're paying attention. Like if you do not listen, if you ignore these signs, a person who's in this who are making these threats, they feel like you're not listening and that you don't care. And and they're already unhappy for one, or when they're at this point. And they have some good days and some bad days like everybody else, but when they're here, they're just playing with the idea of what would happen if they're dead. Um, but don't ignore them. It's best to react as if death is the worst thing that could happen, and most of us think that way. If it's the worst thing that happened, react like, "Oh my God, don't die, don't you don't say stuff like that," or "Why would you feel this way?" Or I mean, you do want to know why they're saying that, but you want to make sure that you care and their life matters, and that's what they want to feel. Um, uh, and then there's signs where there extreme, uh, where a, where a person has prolonged depression, I mean, depression is a sign, and giving away prized possession and purchasing gun and stockpile. They're a little bit more further along with the idea of killing himself from what from the earlier signs I mentioned. Um, but these are really red flags that that's pretty you can't ignore. You can't ignore the other either, but the other is preventable for depression and giving away prized possession. I mean, we could prevent that from happening. Uh, some behavior can change. In my experience, uh, there are behavior that you may not notice that there's anything there because from my experience, some people are sad and are unhappy for a longer than you think, and and they may say they are fine when they're really not. Some people are very good at hiding how they really feel. I've I've been one of those. Um, some people, there are some signs that you may not notice or would have thought as an issue. Uh, it is for me. It might resonate some of you. Like people who are very quiet, people with no friends, people who are isolated, people who have been picked on for a long time, people who have been sitting by themselves somewhere in a corner with no interaction with anybody. They'll tell their sad story, negative stories about themselves to their people around them and anyone who they feel like they could talk to. Um, but as time goes, this pain does get heavier and heavier when you're not uh, when all these signs are not being addressed or being uh, respond. It does get heavier and more intense. And when they're in that dark place, they're pretty much made up their mind that that you don't care and you're not going to be there for them, and they feel like they're just there's so much pain that they feel like the only way out is to to kill themselves. But here's this truth about suicide that I don't think most people are aware of is that suicide is not about wanting to die. It really isn't. It is about stopping the pain. It's always about the pain. And if a person will feel the only way out of this pain is to die. But here's the truth about that for the people who think that way is that these feelings, this pain can and does pass. It can get better. I'm a living proof. Uh, it might be possible, and it's advisable that you're going to need professional help. And there's all kinds of books on the subject. There's all kinds of stuff on the internet, Google, social media. You can listen to the videos that I put out if you want. Uh, whatever you do, find help. It does. It will make a difference. Uh, I know it's easy to ignore any information about suicide, but I think we need to take it seriously and educate ourselves as much as we can so that we can help people who are in this place. Um, when a person that is in that dark place, you can get them out. It's just that you have to give them reason why to uh, to live, and you have to make them let them know that their life does matter and that you really care. Um, hopefully that helps. I might do some more. I'm not sure uh, what I need to say, but if I feel like I need to have more to say about this subject, I'll let you know. Like I said, your life does matter. I care. Please live, and I'll talk to you again soon.